Annunciation. Hey big dreamers, this is Liz. This is where I give intuitive advice, guidance, support, and ideas using my method I call the flavor generator, which helps you find your sweet spot in life using what you love, what you're good at, what you think the world needs most, and maybe quite possibly how you might be able to get paid for that or those things as well. I have a box of cards and words that I use for inspiration to give this guidance that I do not plan ahead of time. I pick cards and I come up with some BS to talk about. Just kidding. Anyway, I have 12 quote-unquote person archetypes in this box. There are 2 that are wild cards. When I get those, I pull words that are, let's actually explain it real fast, passions, powers, and product. The product is the service you can provide with your powers, and purpose. And then I will usually create a topic, person topic, from what I pull, if I get a wild card, that is. But anyway, I'm gonna pick a person of the day. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks to all of you who have supported me from the beginning, and hello to my new subscribers. Thank you for following. I hope this helps and gives you something fun to look forward to once per week, or however often I am able to put videos out there. Trying to do it more often again. I work part-time at a dance supply store in town in Bend, Oregon called Move It Dancewear, and I am doing this trying to build up a coaching program for personal development for people who once identified, if not anymore, as being creative. And I believe everyone is creative, but some of us have become disillusioned over time, depending on our experiences. That can create a sense of loss of self or disassociation from our true self, or wanting to avoid our true self. And also perfectionism, self-sabotage can get in the way of creativity. And so once you can become okay with who you truly are again, then your creativity will flourish. Or at least I like to think so. I'm trying to get mine back on track as well with choreography, with dance choreography, and painting and drawing. I don't do that much anymore. So hopefully the ideas will all flood back in. Hey, speaking of, number 3, the creator is our person of the day. So now I'll pick passion, power, purpose, and then a product based on the powers bag. So passions next. Oh yeah, so hopefully all of the creative ideas will flood back in once the confidence comes back. So we're working on creative confidence here, and also career path. You don't have to choose one thing for the rest of your life. You can mix it up. You can do anything you want to at any given point in time and dabble like I did and go nowhere. Just kidding. I have just tried a lot of different things and never stuck to one thing consistently enough to become a professional at any one thing. But that makes me well-rounded, I guess. That's good enough shuffling for that. Helping those in need. Okay, that is the passion of the creator today. Next is powers bag, which we picked 2 because the second one is the product, which is the service you can provide with powers that you have. And this doesn't have to be directly about you and what you are. If this doesn't resonate, that's fine. There's other videos. So it can be about you and your passions as the creator, your powers, your purpose, which is values, and your product, service you could provide. But it also could be about how I'm helping you with these things, and also maybe people that you want to be helping in the future. The types of people, the types of issues, types of values, etc. Quick shuffle of this. I say a little prayer for you. I did say a prayer for you. I'm tired. I've been tired for days. Trying to get more efficient with my schedule lately, and I'm tired, so that doesn't help. I just keep pushing myself. Stay up late, try to get things done, try to stay on track, stay organized so that I can do more in my day than what I was doing for a while, and now I'm tired because of it. Oh, also the time change. Stupid time change doesn't help. Anyway, what's the power of the creator today? We have suggestions is the power. Skill, gift. Good at suggesting things, okay. Not in a bossy way, just maybe you're good at having insights for other people for their benefit. Oh, I like this. Mental strength is the product of the day. The product of the creator is mental strength. One more is the purpose of the creator for the day. The purpose of your service. The purpose of, well, it can mean a few things, but it's the values that you're incorporating within the whole holistic approach here. Putting these back, and last but not least, but certainly not least, is our purpose. Values. The value you want to help others with. The value you want to provide for others, perhaps. Purpose of the creator is kids. So I'm going to go with inner child, kid-like. That's funny. Not funny, but we're going to just run with that. So we have number 3, the creator. The passion is helping those in need. The power is suggestions. The purpose is kids, and the product is mental strength. So if your service is mental strength, you're helping people with mental strength. It doesn't have to be literal, by the way. So kids does not mean you're helping kids necessarily, but it could be the case. The purpose is the kids. So future kids in the world, you're helping with mental strength. You're helping people to gain more mental strength. And as a creator, that could mean you're creating a product that will help with mental strength. And the inner child, perhaps, kids, it could be a kid-like approach to something heavier, kind of like I'm trying to do, because I'm not necessarily trying to reach kids, but I am trying to help the inner child. For you to reclaim your inner truth, your inner child. And so that's kind of my approach, with a playful approach to personal growth and development and healing. Suggestions, the power being suggestions. So if you're good at suggesting things to others, as a creative individual, that can be anything that you develop that is a creation that will help suggest things to others, with helping with their mental strength in a kid-like fashion, or directly helping kids. That can also be the case. Helping those in need is something you're passionate about in this today. Helping those in need is a passion of yours. So, or you're helping others have the passion of helping others in need. It can be you directly, you helping somebody else directly, or you helping them to have these things. It's a shared effort. Helping those in need, suggestions. Kids, mental strength as the creator. Purpose, kids, mental strength. Yeah, I can't be the one to suggest the exact creative method you would be using. That's whatever your suggestive creative power is. It could be writing, developing a film, could be something online, social media, painting, drawing, dance, anything creative that you can come up with. Could be something like what I'm doing, putting something online with a creative approach to helping people in their mental strength. So by mental strength, like, I have had a lot of issues with fear in my life, and one specific phobia that I never talk about, but emetophobia, which is the phobia of vomiting. And so that is one I've had since childhood. And so my mental strength, I think, is pretty good usually, other than my social anxiety and my fear of traveling, my fear of actually being around kids now that I've had a couple circumstances where if they throw up. Luckily, someone else has been there to help. But I have this fear of working with kids because I don't have the ability at this point in time to help them if they are sick, which is also why I haven't had kids of my own. So the phobia runs pretty deep with me, and I have not fully had healing in therapy for it. I have been on and off in therapy for it, but in order to really heal it, you have to really face it. Not like necessarily literally, but you do have to go deep in your mind about where the fear comes from and really kind of face the fear itself. And I have backed off when I get a little too scared to face at a certain level. So that being an example of like your inner child being fearful of something and not having a rational explanation of where it came from or a reason of why it all of a sudden appeared. It's kind of like a mindset thing that became more established over time based on other experiences that happen. So this is literal and figuratively speaking. You're working on helping yourself and others with mental strength. So mindset, and helping people who need the extra help and suggestions, helping those in need, helping your inner child to relax and to know that you're okay. And so I'm not fully believing that with a specific phobia that I have, but I do know how to help people get through other circumstances that I have felt I have overcome so far. So just knowing that other people are kind of in the same boat can be helpful. So if you're putting something out there in a vulnerable way about your own story or something that you struggle with, then that can help other people who are in that same boat with you, who are also struggling. You can't necessarily navigate the waters together when you're all scared at the same time. You need like one leader, somebody to be a nurturer, or somebody to help as a caretaker, or something like that, to have like somebody to look up to in times of need when you're having a hard time. And so if I don't always feel like I'm that for somebody else, because I'm looking to someone else for that structure or support. But in a lot of other ways, I can help with like the creative path. I felt like I wasn't good enough to pursue a professional dancing career in ballet specifically because I hadn't taken ballet full-time in my life. When I was 18, I did full-time ballet and felt very behind and felt like I was late to becoming a professional ballerina, which technically you kind of are at that age, but it doesn't mean you cannot be a professional ballerina if you start after high school. You could still do it. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, right? So mental strength of putting your mind to something that you want to see happen in your life, but if you don't have the self-worth to push forward to, or you don't have good coaching or mentoring and support, you're in need of help. You need somebody to help suggest what you could do and how to do it and to reach your inner child on a nurturing level. And that would help your mental strength to grow and to have a solid structure about yourself. Like, yes, I do believe I am a creative individual and have the capacity to express myself artistically in whatever way that is, and that can be dance or anything else. But if you feel like you're alone, you don't have that support or somebody else that understands where you're coming from, and just putting yourself out there is scary in and of itself because you don't want to be bullied anymore or told that you're not good enough or whatever it is, you're having a fear of rejection and things like that. So you don't even put yourself out there or your art or your artistic body as a dancer, then you have already defeated yourself because you're afraid of rejection or ridicule or criticism. So it's hard to take that first step to even put your ideas and your creative self out there because other people like to judge and tell you whatever they think, if it's good enough or not. And that's all perspective in the creative world anyway. So some people will call it art, some people will not. And that's all in the eye. Wait, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Creativity is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know. it is all relative. Like, different people are going to like different types of art and different styles. So there's something for everyone. And you are something for somebody. You are there, your artistic eye and your story is there to be expressed for the right group of people. And it's okay if you get rejected by certain people. That just clears the way for the next thing. So if you get rejected in one area, that just means it's not your path, and or at this time is not your path. Doesn't mean it won't be in the future. Maybe you're not ready for it or they're not ready for you, vice versa. So I hope this helps. I don't know. What else do I need to say? I think that's pretty well covered. So as a creative person, and your inner child has been wounded in the past, over time, you're afraid to put yourself out there. And in the very literal sense of my phobia being talked about in this video, it's gross, but like they say a lot of what your fear of vomiting can be is a fear of control, losing control. And so as a symbolism with what else I'm talking about here, putting yourself out there is like that fear of control or not having control anymore. If you let it all go, so to speak, people will see it. You could be shamed, you could be criticized, you could be embarrassed. It could be embarrassing, it could be a shameful thing. But if you're putting yourself out there wholeheartedly, and other people will understand how you feel also. So there's a beautiful thing that can happen when you let yourself be vulnerable and sharing the deepest, darkest things about yourself, the disgusting parts of yourself. Hey, I like how this is going, kind of. It's also a little uncomfortable to talk about. But the uncomfortable parts of yourself are what other humans can relate to or with. So it's important, once you feel ready to share your story in creative ways especially, it's a beautiful way to bring people together and to have a community of people who can support each other. And ultimately, that will weed out people that are not there to help you or to be helped. So you want to find your tribe of people in this ideal creative world. By putting your true self out there, you will help to find the right people who really need what you have to say, and in creative ways or literal. So I'm also trying to do that too. And I'm thankful that I'm growing as a person so that I can put these weak parts of myself out there with a lot less fear. And little by little, I feel like that's helping the right people. And anyway, I think that's good enough for now. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Put a like on it if you like it. That will help this to, well, not only to grow my channel, which I'm trying to do, but also to help the video be seen by other people who need to hear these types of things, and to be bold to put yourself out there and not be afraid. And we can help each other. So we're looking for this support group. I want to eventually have a community group, maybe on Patreon or some other way, maybe Facebook community group. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Write it in the comments if that's something you think that would be a good idea to start. It's all just trying to figure it all out. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications so that you see when I actually put the video out there. It will notify your phone or computer that I have a new video out for you to see. So, all right. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon. I'm here to help bring out the inner magic you have always had, but forgot about. Bye.